everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Pisces, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Pisces. If you'd like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that first link in the description down below for a personal reading. You'll also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. You should definitely go check that out or go buy something. Really appreciate that. You can also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Pisces, let us see what Spirit has in store for yourself and what is the message for you. We have number 38 with the comma of Kali. Alright. So let's read about this card here, Pisces. It says, she is completely and utterly in love with your divine essence, and in her love bestows endless gifts. Your path need not be one of endless effort. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment with an intention to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through softening and opening your heart is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. Relax into the presence of what is as you slow your pace and make spiritual progress. It says kama. It's a Sanskrit word that refers to the sweet stuff of life. Pleasure, emotional fulfillment, and being completely present so we can experience life through all the senses. So it is also sensuality and physical vibrancy. Without the quality of kama, our experiences of life can become dry, bleak, and intimidating. A drearless existence with simply more tasks to be completed. We are feeling exhausted, lacking in the qualities of delight and lightness of heart. Then we have become deficient in kama, sacred pleasure, and the realm of the goddess. The enjoyment of life is a sacred act of devotion, gratitude, and celebration. In the throes of profound challenge and transformation, we can feel disconnected from our joyfulness. It's as though it were akin to the bright days of summer, and we are in midwinter. Wondering how it ever was that we could frolic about in barely anything, and we now feel the need to cover ourselves with abundant protective layers. This is to be expected during times of intense suffering, when we are dealing with an issue that has elicited grief or anger. Yet, if we allow our minds to remain open to the possibility of joyfulness and pleasure, they can find their way through, like the sun breaking through the clouds to bring us comfort. The oracle can indicate not only a more pleasurable way of being as a part of your future, but also an offering of pleasure now, even if you are struggling to ease the strain and make the way easier overall. Accessing pleasure requires embodiment, a connection with the senses and subtle nuances of feeling and beauty. Through embodiment, it is easier to receive healing. It can manifest through the uplifting scent of aromatherapy, the warmth of a shower, gratitude for a safe and comfortable place to sleep, the sumptuous of warm clothes or a satisfying meal, the delight of playful silliness in animals, the nutty sense of humor of a beloved human, the simple appreciation for the flow of the breath, or through the openness of being that spontaneously occurs in response to an expansive vista of trees and mountains. Kama is a spiritual practice of presence that leads us into joy, even ecstasy and bliss. It is the juiciness of feeling truly alive. If we have a complicated or confused attitude towards pleasure, the natural need for it can be denied or oppressed, yet it will not disappear. It will arise in some indulgence, addiction, or clarity or behavior, which creates suffering because it is not the natural expression of the natural need. Kali of Kama helps us to reconnect to our need for pleasure in its healthy expression. The oracle speaks of a gift entering your life from the will of the goddess. It's an invitation to relax and receive. Pisces, you're being told to relax and receive. Alright, there's going to be blessings, but not with endless effort. You understand? So you're not going to have to constantly run up this hill to receive what you're trying to get. You're being told to relax. Things are flowing in more naturally. Get ready to receive. Alright, let it flow. Pleasure's coming in. Gifts are coming in. So, It says, sometimes we may unconsciously attribute to divine will with intentions to demand more and more of us. Yet, divine will has our best interests at heart. When we need to develop strength, it will certainly provide the experiences necessary for us to do so. It will also provide us with sweetness and pleasure, which we can embrace or not using our free will. The Oracle speaks of the need to embrace pleasure and the many gifts of the goddess. This is not an indulgence. It can actually help you make progress on your spiritual path. To be able to embrace joyfulness is a gift. It provides us with release and relief. The path has been truly difficult. It is the summer to the winter's soul. To grow, we need both. The following of Comet is a message that we should not discard our need for pleasure. So much of what society promotes as pleasure is little more than disembodied escapism that creates further suffering rather than healing. The natural and enhancing experiences of pleasure, however, are a mystical medicine. We can only access it through presence, spontaneity, and connection to ourselves and life. The Comet of Kali is genuinely healing. That is how we recognize sacred pleasure. Through its effect, it is far-reaching, positive consequences that leads to more energy, commitment, and discipline as a natural response to the alleviation of excess pressure. It says this teaching is not about becoming hedonistic or pursuing pleasure at any cost, without wisdom or benefit. Instead, the Oracle asks us to engage with pleasure as an act of worshiping the goddess. When the divine worship is genuine, it doesn't add to the suffering of the world, but it aids relief. To understand this, we can give up the notion of pleasure as selfish and begin to associate it with the sacred. The Oracle brings comfort. It speaks of the forthcoming grace of pleasure in your life and capacity to be truly with it as an act of blissful devotion. Right? It's an invocation ritual you can do. It says, reflect for a moment on your most pleasurable experiences that awaken joy and gratitude in your heart. Let that feel good. Gaze at the Oracle image. The lotus is a symbol of divine beauty and pleasure this brings. Allow it to represent whatever you need at the moment, even if you don't consciously know what it could be. Be open and simply allow from the sensation of your heart being filled with such sweetness and delight that it causes a purging of old energies and expansive sensation of floating, freedom, and love. Let your heart rest in this beauty now. Let your soul relax. You may like to repeat the mantra of the goddess Kali and the goddess Lakshmi to seal in these gifts of the goddess and simply allow them to multiply in your life for the spiritual benefit of all beings. And here's a mantra which I'll post in the comments that you can say below. It says, finish your hands in a prayer. Or finish with your hands in a prayer. You've completed your process, alright, Pisces? So, more pleasure, more gifts, more abundance, more blessings is what is coming towards you. And it's not selfish. Alright? It's sacred. So, let's get to know some charms yourself. We have Scorpio. So you can have those placements. One around you. We have Anubis. We have the Aries. So once again, you can have those placements or one around you. You have Thoth. The dragon, which you're connected to, the dragon can be eternally so excited. Of the dragon, trying to be power, strength, good luck, prosperity, supernatural powers, and we have the rainbow on it. Rainbow can be that of ascension. It can also be like abundance and things like that. So we have this moth girl, which you're connected to. The moth is connected to the moon, the stars, the night. The spiritual initiation, transformation, awakening of psychic gifts and abilities. We have some births here happening or new beginnings. There's communication opening up for you, Pisces. Alright? So, that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go and go buy something. Really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.